A very good morning to all my dear students. Welcome you all again to a class of English. And today we'll discuss about one of the very famous poem that is from your Bihai book, Rain on the Roof by Coates Kinney. This is a very famous poem written by Coates Kinney, and this poem is in the form of narrative poem as the poet expresses his own feelings when he experiences or when he faces the rain on the roof, when he listens the pitter patter of the rain, or when he experiences the rain, that how does he feel. So through this poem the poet has conveyed his own feelings and emotions. So let's talk about the introduction of the poem. From the title of the poem, The Rain on the Roof, we can make out that the poem is about the rain, and the poet is telling us about the memories he has of the rain. The sound of the raindrops falling on the roof of the house brings back sweet memories of the past. So now let's see how the poet starts the poem. In the first stanza, the poet says, when the humid shadows hover over all the starry spheres, and the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears. What a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. Here, first of all, the meaning of the humid is something which is full of moisture, and shadows refers to the moisture that are brought due to the clouds. Hover means to move around something. Melancholy means sad. Bliss means happiness. Patter means the sound of the raindrops when they fall on the roof. So here in the first stanza, the poet is saying that when the humid shadows hover, the poet feels very emotional. The poet is saying that when the sky is full of these clouds, which are moisture, laden and full of water, and are about to bring rain, when such clouds hover around in the sky over all the starry spheres, refers to the sky at night time which is full of stars. So at the time, huge clouds which are full of moisture move around in the sky, and the sad darkness of the night is wiped off, removed off by the raindrops which seem like tearing falling from the sky. So here, my dear students, the poet is comparing raindrops to tears, and he says that the dark sky, which seems to be very sad, it appears as it is crying, and the raindrops, the tears shed by it. So here the poet says that the raindrops that falls through the rain are like the tears. So, and that they remove the sadness of the night, as it appears that it is crying in the starry night, and the raindrops are falling in the form of the rain. He then adds that it is like a blessing that is lie on the bed and just experience the rain by sitting in the cottage chamber of the room. Means cottage chamber here means the bedroom, and listens to the sound made by the raindrops that is falling on the roof of his cottage. So in the first stanza, the poet further expresses his feelings about the rain, how he feels, what memories does rain brings, and which memories does he recollect from his past. So let's see. Every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart, and 1,000 dreamy fancies into busy being start, and 1,000 being start and 1,000 tree collections weave their ear threads into woof as I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof of the rain upon the roof. Here in the first stanza, the poet has used two words. The first one is tinkle and the second one is shingles. Tinkle means short sound, short ringing sound. That's the sound of like a coin. And shingles means the rectangular wooden tiles used on the roof. Shingles means rectangular wooden tiles used on roof. So here in this stanza, the poet is expressing his feelings when he hears the raindrops falling on the roof of his house. He says that every tinkle, every short sound on the shingles has an echo in his heart, has an echo in the heart, and 1,000 dreamy fancies. In the third line, the poet says that the sound that comes in his heart and in his dream, it recollects many fanciful imaginations. Woof, woof means the thread woven across the loom. The thread woven across the loom. Loom is just we can say a structure to make something to wove something. So here, patter, again we know that the sound of raindrops when fall on the roof. So here the poet adds that this sound of the rain falling on the roof, this sound of rain falling on the roof creates many new different dreams in his mind. He recollects many memories of the past which come back into his mind as dreams. So he says that as he listens to the patter of the raindrops falling upon the roof, he has many new dreams in his mind, and the memories of the past came back in the forms of dreams. So here in the first stanza, the poet expresses his feeling that how he feels by sitting or by lying in his cottage chamber, by lying comfortably on his bed and having a pillow under his head. And in the second stanza, the poet expresses that how does he feel when the rains drop falling on the rooftop, and it creates 100 fanciful imaginations and helps to recall many memories of the past. Now in the third stanza, let's see what the poet says. Now in memory comes my mother, as she used in years agone to regard the darling dreamers. Array, she left them till the dawn. Oh, feel her fond look on me as I listen to this refrain, which is played upon the shingles by the pitter patter of the rain, by the patter of the rain. Er means is an old poetic word that is used for before, and dawn means the time of daybreak, when the day starts. And list here is again an old poetic word which means listen. And refrain is a repeated part of a song or a poem. Refrain here means a repeated